My goal for this video is to encourage you and remind you to be building your email list, to put attention on building your email list. It's literally the most valuable asset you can have in your online business. So I'm gonna share a few reminders as to why it's so important. And then I'm gonna show you how, at least how I've done it, how to do it correctly, how to get the right people into your email list, right? You don't want to just a bunch of randos. That doesn't help. So I'm gonna show you how to build a solid lead magnet. But if you're new here, my name's Adam Lucky. I run Freedom Creators. I'm all about helping you build your freedom business so ultimately you can live your free life. And that looks different for most people, but for me, that's like 4-hour work days, right? Living life on do not disturb mode, having peace in your business where you're not constantly grinding on the content game or on sales calls 5 hours a day or working with clients you don't enjoy. None of that nonsense, right? I'm here to help you build a business that you love, that is centered around your calling, your mission, and to do it systematically, right? So that you can actually have some leverage in your business and have some free time as well. So let's dive in. So historically, building an email list has been foundational for me. Ever since I started in business back in running my gym in 2010, I graduated college, started a gym. From day one, I had an email software, FitPro newsletter, that built my email list. And that was huge because every year I would run a promotion, right? And it was a Black Friday promotion. And I would print like 10, 20, 30K in paid in fulls straight from my email list, right? And I still can't fathom to this day how you could ever run a business and not have an email list. All right. Shame on you. Are you dumb? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not that harsh, but I still can't fathom it. You are literally just wasting money. So you should 100% build an email list if you're not doing it already. And if you are, you should put a little more attention on it, send some more emails, because it's literally the most peaceful way to grow as well, right? If unless you're into content grinding and you're into spending a ton of money on ads, which I love ads still, but it's a grind. It's a constant grind trying to be out there on Instagram, hack the algorithm. Having a solid email list is peace, right? Because now you know that you can go to that list, and if you've been nurturing it and you're building a relationship with it, and I say it is people, right? People read those damn emails. Okay. If you're building a relationship with people, it's not that complicated. You're giving them value and you have a solid offer. You can literally print cash by sending emails. All right. And for me, I like it. I like it because social media, I don't know about you, but energy on social media sometimes is crazy. A lot of distraction, a lot of people just trying to hijack your attention. So for me, I like email marketing because I can just write an email or record a video like this and send it to my email list. And to me, I've been doing this a little while, over 10 years. I enjoy it more, right? And I always say enjoyability equals sustainability. So if you can find a marketing method that you can stick to that's more enjoyable. For me personally, being on social media all the time, like I definitely don't do TikTok much or Instagram still. You get distracted and you can get sucked into scrolling, right? All of that stuff. So email is also playing the long game, right? It's playing the long game. I know early on, like when I started my marketing agency, I didn't pay a lot of attention to nurturing that email list. So I had this short-term mindset, right? Where I kind of just ignored sending out emails, or I ignored building my email list because I just wanted to go straight for the cash. Here's my offer, take it or leave it. And I regret that because I didn't build a solid relationship in the beginning. I changed that down the road where I started putting out more value, but play the long game. Play the long game. And if you're playing the long game, you're going to have an email list that you can build slowly over time. And 3, 4, 5 years down the road, if you've been consistent, right now you got that compounding playing in your favor. Now you have this huge list that doesn't take you any more effort or any more time, right? You're still sending the same email, whether it's 5 people or 500,000, right? So that is playing the long game in my mind. You want to be nurturing that audience through email. Automated growth. Once you have it set up, once you have the system set up to grow your email list, right? You have a lead magnet and whatnot. It is automated. Like below the link in this video, you'll find a link to consume my lead magnet, and that is automation, right? So whether you have it all over your social media, your free lead magnet to get people on your email list, or you're running ads to it, it is automation. And why is that important? As you can guess, freedom. I like free time. I don't like to have to be trying to sell people every day. And because the cool thing is, once you build a relationship through email, you don't even have to do sales calls. I just launched my community and I signed up everybody through what I call an offer doc, right? Because they already at some level know, like, and trust me through my emails. They sign up for my offer, at least some of them do, because it just made sense and I didn't have to hop on a sales call. Like, that's freedom. I haven't done a ton of it. I know people that have sold millions of dollars through it, through offer docs without doing sales calls. I'm kind of new to that, to be transparent. But it's something I'm super all in on. I'm super excited about because you can actually sell high ticket stuff without doing sales calls, which is cool. Tangent though, that's a tangent. Okay. Automation though, that is the key because automation equals leverage. Anytime you can put in a certain amount of input and get the max output from that input, right? That is leverage. And I love leverage because I'm a dad and I don't want to be working 24/7, although I love to work. Okay. And then consistency, like I said, day after day, sending those emails, daily emails. You can never send too many emails, to be honest, right? If people, that's a concern I hear a lot from people's like, oh no, I'm going to annoy my audience. I'm like, cool. Like, they can unsubscribe. If they don't like your stuff, they can unsubscribe. People don't care about you that much, right? It's important to remember that in regards to any type of content creation. People don't care about you that much. And the right people that care will consume your content. And most people they're not going to read all of your emails, right? So you can literally be sending a daily email and have it be valuable. Okay. So the other thing is really owned versus renting the audience. As we saw in TikTok ban, like, these platforms could go down. So you want to mitigate your risk, right? You want to mitigate your risk. Yeah, we want to have multiple poles in the water as far as marketing, right? We want to be showing up omnipresent. Yeah, I get that. Repurposing your content on multiple platforms. But the reality is, you don't own your audience on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You don't own that audience and you can get shut down. Like, I've heard the stories. People that are, their whole business is on Instagram and then they get shut down. They didn't even do anything wrong, but they got shut down and their business overnight went from making 6 figures a month to absolutely nothing. And they didn't have an email list, right? So you don't want to depend on one platform. You want to mitigate your risk. In email, you own it. You own your email list. Nobody can ever take that away from you. And that's why it's your most valuable asset in your business, because email will never die. That's the reality. And a fun stat here is, according to HubSpot, email still outperforms all the other social media channels, right? At an average of 36-1 ROI. Like, that's insane. That's insane. So if you're not paying attention to email, you should. Even if you're getting people into your school community, you should be making sure that their emails are getting put into your email list. And as another reminder, like, you don't need a huge audience. You don't need a huge email list. You just need the right people on. And that's why it's important to have the right bait, right? The right hook to get people into your email list. You want to make sure you're attracting the right type of people, and that leads to messaging, that leads to your brand, your core offer, which takes some work to refine and identify. But once you do that work, you can reverse engineer a good lead magnet to get people into your audience, right? Because you just need a few hundred people in your community, in your email list, to make decent money. So that's huge. Like, you don't need some massive audience. Like, that was a revelation to me, and I just want to encourage you as well. You just need the right people that see what you have to offer, and they're willing to pay you. Okay. The other cool benefit of having an email list is like having a money printer in a fun sense like that. Like, with my agency, whenever I would launch a new offer, I would just send that to my email list, and I would get new clients almost instantaneously, like within the week. Right? You can't just do that with you can do that on social media and whatnot, but the response time and the feedback loop is a lot faster with email because it goes straight to their inbox. Boom. They're not distracted by other stuff on social media. So those are really the main benefits. I hope that really drives home some points there to encourage you. If you're not doing it, if you're not focused on email, you should be. And let's talk about how to grow your email list. You can find a good example of my free lead magnet in the description below. It's the automated community system. I believe it's a good lead magnet because it solves a painful problem for a lot of businesses, right? It's like how to generate leads consistently and customers every day for free. So you can check out that lead magnet below. But the main thing, really, once you have your who identified, like who you want to serve, okay, like what are their values? Like, what type of person are they? What are they interested in? What are their pain points? What are their internal problems that they struggle with? Once you do the work, and by the way, that's something you do over and over again, right? Like always refining who your ideal dream client, dream avatar stuff. I think that's an ongoing process. At least it has been for me. It's like continually refining and doing the exercises to continually refine who it is you're speaking to. That way your message can be clear. And then the more often you do those exercises, it just brings up other ideas for lead magnets that you can create. Like, oh man, I didn't realize they really struggled with this issue, but it's been so obvious. But I never thought about it, right? So that's one reason you should do those exercises consistently, right? But the main thing is it needs to be a painkiller, right? Your lead magnet needs to be a painkiller, meaning it solves something painful for them right away, right? You go and pop a Tylenol, that your pain's gone pretty quickly, right? It's alternatively like a vitamin, right? You're not going to really see the benefits right away. Okay, so you want something that they can consume. It's not too long, right? You don't need a million videos, this crazy mini course. You just need to be able to solve a painful problem for your ideal audience. And you can do that through a free training, right? A video, a little mini VSL. That's one of the ways I like to do it. You can do a cheat sheet, a blueprint, swipe my top performing ads, right? Swipe my, copy my system for getting X result without painful problems, right? That's like my go-to headline hook is like how to get this result without doing all this other stuff that you've tried before that doesn't work and you don't like doing it, right? That's like your basic how to create a free lead magnet. You can put it in a PDF format. You can put a free training on a video on a landing page. You can create a mini course in school.com. Like there's lots of ways to do it. So it's not that important. The most important thing is you just get it up and running, you get it created, you get that asset created so that you can continually be growing your email list, right? And then once you get people into your email list, one of the main things you want to do is have a welcome series. The way I like to do it is that first email is like, hey, welcome. Here's what to expect. A little bit about you. Build some credibility, share some testimonials, share your credibility, your experience, share what to expect, how often you're going to email them, what type of content are they going to expect from your emails, right? And then I like to present a deadline offer, a low ticket product, 50 to $100, something that is low barrier, that they don't have to sign up for some high ticket thing right away. But what that's going to do is that low ticket product is going to further sell them on you, assuming it's good, right? It's going to sell them on you as the messenger, as the guide, which is important, right? You need to build credibility, and you can do that through your free content. But the more someone pays you, there's this thing called prospect inertia, right? Whatever's in motion tends to stay in motion. So anytime you can get someone to pay you, that is a signal of trust. And if you deliver, you're only going to further that momentum towards you and your low ticket community, your high ticket community, your one-on-one coaching, your done for you services, whatever. And having a deadline offer, like a legit deadline offer, like you have 3 days to buy this at a significant discount or the offer goes away. That's just a that's a time tested principle. That's a time tested marketing tactic that just works. All right. So that's your welcome series. It could be like 7 emails. That's usually what I stick to, around 7 days. And then just running ads. I won't cover this too much in this video, but you can run Facebook IG ads directly to the landing page, and you usually can generate leads for $5 to $10 a lead. The main thing I would say about ads is just sticking to a budget that you can afford to invest for the long haul, that you're just never going to turn off. If that's $5 a day, start there. $10 a day, start there. $20 a day, whatever it is. Don't go into it with a short-term mindset. Just realize you're building your list. Okay. And if you can't afford it, then stick to the organic content, right? If you have to make a return in 30 days or it's not going to work, your life depends on it, you probably shouldn't be running ads. Okay. And then ultimately, social media, you should be posted once you get that link. Like for me, I have automated community system. I bought the domain and I have that on my YouTube. I've got that on my Facebook. I've got it on my Instagram. So I've got it everywhere. So that now people can organically find that link and opt into your email list. Once again, leverage automation, all that fun stuff. But YouTube is definitely my favorite. My goal here recently is to do at least 3 videos a week. And the only way I can do that is by having a simple process to do YouTube, right? And without the fancy editing, I use Riverside.fm to film. It makes it super easy. You can cut out the pauses, you can edit it in like 10 minutes, and then just upload it straight to YouTube. But YouTube is, I mean, YouTube's great. It's evergreen, right? It's the #2 search engine in the world. So, but I've just seen people like the trend move towards videos like this that are just less hypey, that are just giving solid content. And I'm all in on YouTube. Like this is the main platform that I'm investing my energy into because the discoverability of YouTube as well. Like people can find your videos and you can have one of them go viral. And people are on YouTube to learn, right? If you're in this game as a creator, you're an educator, you have a coaching business, you have a service business, people are your ideal clients are on YouTube because they're there to learn, they're there to educate themselves. So I would definitely not sleep on YouTube. And then ultimately, the software to host your email list is Go High Level, of course, and you can find a free 30-day trial below. I just love it. I've been using it for 6 years. It's an all-in-one software. If you don't know, it does literally everything. Automations, it replaces any type of form builder, any type of calendar scheduler, MailChimp, any type of landing page builder like ClickFunnels. It's just all in one place, which makes everything flow a lot easier. And I don't like piecemealing. I don't even know what that word is. I don't like piecing things together with various softwares, right? Like this software can do everything, can automate your DMs, pretty cool stuff. So I would check it out. The link will be below for a free 30-day trial. Other than that, what are your questions? Happy to respond if you have questions on lead magnets, building an email list. Other than that, if you want to check out my free lead magnet, do that. The link is in the description. It shows you how to build a good lead magnet, how to create a mini VSL, and then a mini course, all kinds of cool stuff there. So other than that, I'm out for the day. We'll see you soon.